Steven Mnuchin seems really committed, as, by the way, Gary Cohn has before him, to getting tax reform done. Is this realistic at all, given what's going up there in Capitol Hill?
It's getting less and less realistic, David. I think just by the mere fact that health care is being pushed into July, when Republican leaders were hoping to get it done, makes it less likely. Now, the Senate health care bill does not have a clear endgame to passage. From everything I can see, Republican senators are moving further apart from agreement rather than closer to agreement. There are 3 weeks here before an August recess is scheduled, 5 weeks then, and after that, Republicans have more deadlines, as we discussed earlier in the hour, staring them in the face that are not going to be easy to get done. So I think it was always ambitious to get something as far-reaching as comprehensive tax reform done in 2017, since the Republicans hadn't had a whole lot of time to prepare and coalesce the way they did in, for instance, 1986. The last time it got done, that took about 2.5 years. It was always ambitious, but it's seeming less and less likely given everything else they have to deal with in the calendar.
Do they have to get health care out of the way before they can address tax reform, among other reasons, because they need to know how much money they can save? They think they're going to save money on repealing or replacing Obamacare. Do they have to deal with health care first?
Even putting aside the substantive arguments, David, they have to deal with health care one way or another, either pass it or dispense with it before they can move to tax reform, just procedurally. They're using a budget resolution, a reconciliation bill for health care. They cannot move to another reconciliation bill for taxes until they dispense with this one. So the short answer is yes, they have to.
Now, we have reports, including from Mr. Mnuchin yesterday on ABC, that they are working very closely with leadership on both the House and the Senate side to come up with a package on tax reform that will be essentially pre-sold, so it'll be easier to have it pass through Congress. Is that what your reporting suggests?
Yes, that is the goal. That's what I'm hearing from all the principals involved in the tax reform debate. It's why you have the 6 members, Mnuchin and Gary Cohn from the White House, Paul Ryan and Kevin Brady, who is the tax writing chairman in the House, and Mitch McConnell and Orrin Hatch, who is the tax writing chairman in the Senate, meeting on a regular basis privately behind closed doors to hash some of this stuff out. My reporting indicates that they're not that far along. There's still no agreement on the very basics of what a tax bill should look like, including whether the tax rate cuts they want should be offset fully, and more importantly, how they should be offset. That is the toughest thing to do because it involves raising taxes on a group of people, probably significantly in order to get the revenues they need, and that's always a painful thing to do.